me much pleasure to welcome you this morning to the official opening of the 4th Ghana E-commerce Expo. This annual industry event is organized by ONL Africa, and for this year it's under the theme Shaping Ghana's Landscape, E-commerce Landscape through Innovation, Regulation and Adoption Together. E-commerce will be worth $75 billion in Africa's leading economies by 2025. And Ghana cannot afford to be left out of this lucrative online market. However, we recognize that there are challenges ahead for African and, for that matter, Ghanaian e-commerce. And cross-border e-commerce also faces barriers of poor infrastructure, underdeveloped logistics, and difficulties surrounding international bank transactions. Low credit card penetration in a number of regions and customers' anxiety over fraud mean that cash on delivery is still prevalent in many African countries.
I just want to share some statistics with us. In addition to the $75 billion we had, 16,800 financial institutions, 44 million merchant locations, 3.1 billion payment cards. At this point, you would say I'm selling Visa, but there's a reason why I want to share these statistics, to let us know what we have as our backdrop, so we can know how we can launch ourselves forward with our unique capabilities. $8.2 trillion. Out of that $8.2 trillion, $5.8 trillion was payments made by our cards or made by other devices that all of us have, mobile devices. And some of us have more than one, some have 3, some even have 4. We have a very strong backbone. We do not want other players within the ecosystem to replicate, because it will take a long time. It took Visa almost 60 years by 2018 to be able to build this global retail network.
The way our relationship with the e-commerce industry, how we've seen it, we look at it more from the fact that there are 2 things. There's the service provider who is providing the e-commerce space, and there's the user who is on the street who is having access to it. Both of them need some level of infrastructure to be able to access. We believe what we've seen is that in terms of most of these e-commerce players do a lot of cloud hosting. So they host in the space. So they host somewhere maybe on Amazon or another cloud which is out of Ghana. But most of the users are here, sitting here locally, who want to access it. For now, maybe the numbers are not that huge, so connectivity is easy, they are able to access it. We are looking at it from the next level. How do we get it so that the man here who is on the Vodafone network can easily access Super Shop, and at the same time other networks can easily access it? So we as main one, what we've done is that after investing in cable infrastructure locally, making sure there's cheap internet connection, at least reasonably low price internet connection to enterprise users, to multiple users. We've also gone to the extent of investing in some level of data center, a level of cloud infrastructure. We believe that all these are things that are going to help to have easy connectivity.
Our investment in e-com is more international than it is domestic. And we do so because we are realizing that cross-border e-com growth is globally, it's actually 25%. There's a potential for businesses in Ghana to be a part of it. But most of them are not really aware of it until you educate them. The second question we ask them is, do you offer an express delivery option? And we ask this because we realize that 60% of millennials will choose a retailer solely because of delivery options. And when we developed a product which offers this sort of delivery service to the e-com businesses, we also ask them, do you offer an easy returns solution? We have that kind of problem most of the times where businesses, say apparel makers, clothes makers, have to return their products or goods because then they are wrong sized. And if you're going to charge the clients an extra for a return service, then it sort of turns them off. that they wouldn't want to buy from you anymore and whatnot. When you give them that option, then they are sort of appeals to them that even if it was the wrong size or it wasn't what exactly they wanted for, what they bought and what they wanted, then they can have it returned and whatnot.
As Visa, we're creating this through peer-to-peer payments. So we have what is called Visa Direct. How many of us have used Express Pay? Visa Direct? Yes. So Express Pay runs on Visa Direct. EcoBank as well has implemented Visa Direct through their person-to-person transfer. And so we're opening up Visa Direct in different countries: Nigeria, Ghana, India, Rwanda, Kenya, Uganda, different places. And so it just means that I can transfer money. If I needed to transfer money to her today from Nigeria, what I would do is ask her for her account number, SWIFT number, IBAN number, whatever other number the bank requests for, and the next I'll say, did you get it? Hey, if you didn't get it, let me call my bank. Bank will say, okay, when the transaction got to us, it was after 2. So it went with the next batch, and so I would have to wait. But with Visa Direct today, I can transfer that money to you by just requesting for a detail from you. And I transfer it from my mobile banking platform and you get it in 30 minutes. So it's free, it's secure, and it's fast.
When government thinks about the customer, you want to be able to put things that will prevent people from taking advantage of the end user. When you think about the people creating the innovation, you want to free them up so that it will be more innovative and be able to come up with solutions that help. Then when you think about the government side, the government is supposed to be like a gateway to prevent fraud. I mean, we all know what has happened in mobile money usage in this country. When you look at the infrastructure, you look at the system, that is not a problem. The issue that we've had in this country about fraud had nothing to do with the system, had nothing to do with the technology. It has more to do with the attitude and the people. So when we talk about regulations, for me, I'm not just thinking about let's stifle innovation. No, leave them to be able to do the thing that will help. Put things around that helps with security. Because once one big company gets breached, it affects confidence. And when confidence is affected, then the users turn away. So with education will help bring down some of those things instead of just tight regulations that stifles innovation.
We have two players. We have the government and we have the private player, right? Now, the government, of course, is to provide that enabling platform for us as fintech, because the reality is that as a fintech, whether we like it or not, we can only make innovation better. As a government, the innovation I'm creating should not hurt the people the government actually is protecting. And if you notice, with the fintech market, every blessed day there's something new. Because it takes me less than 24 hours to decide on a product and get it developed and get it deployed. Whereas we are discussing regulations, it's taking us, what, 2 years? 2 years is still at parliamentary stages. It hasn't even gone to parliamentary stages yet. They are doing integrations with telcos, they are doing integrations with banks. Under what regulations are actually these big integrations being crafted? I mean, I think that we sometimes like to jump the gun, but we need to always take a step back and really understand where the market is going. Because at the end, the user, the user will not complain unless, of course, it has to do with price.
CIMA is the largest body of management accountants in the world. CPAs, that's the largest body of financial accountants in the world. Now these two bodies have come together to operate as one body. So we formed one association. We have a total membership of 650,000 members across the globe, operating in small and big businesses, private and public sector businesses. Now, what has been the role of, or what do you think is the role of the profession in cybersecurity issues? We have a history of working in external reporting, financial statements, compliance, regulations, and other things. So we have a history in that area already. We report on the things for third parties. So we believe that the trust and confidence that we've built over the years, when we bring it into the cybersecurity space, when we issue reports on your cybersecurity readiness, your stakeholders will believe you. And that is why we are working in this space now.
Cybersecurity, it's a big issue. I said to somebody the other day, the hackers are coming. The hackers are coming to Africa. They're already here. They're performing really, they're going through the landscape, but it's going to get worse unless we look at new ways of preventing, of stopping them, also of slowing them down. There's a lot going on there, whereby you have a lot of criminals online taking advantage of what we call digital Africa, i.e. a lot of, now we can no longer live a life without being online. The governments are moving online, revenue, e-procurement, e-processing, e-gov, everything is now online. Every new technology, every new ideas is being exploited, as you all know, by the hackers. The question is, what's the security professionals, what are they doing? Is it the same assessment? Is it the same installation of loads of security gadgets, firewall, proxies, and so on and so forth? That's what they're doing. Is it stopping the attackers? It doesn't seem like that.
I would want to dwell a lot more on some of the basic things sometimes we fail to put in place. One of the things I would urge, participants here to do, in your workplace, on your phones, is to check the kind of letters and the combination in terms of passwords. It's one thing most of us, the commonly used way of protecting probably your mobile phones, if it's ATM, it's sometimes your date of birth, your wife's something. And anyone who knows you a bit better would be able to, how many tries? Maybe 50, and the person is there. But if you have something like maybe Oladipo, some of our local indigenous names, your great-great-grandfathers, some name that nobody is aware of, it becomes very difficult for it to be hacked into. Just yesterday, 2 days ago, a retired person in Britain said he's been defrauded. How much? £200,000. And it's somebody who is sitting in Nima. He's not so sophisticated. He didn't have to go and sit in some, do any serious, hacking. But he was able to defraud this person £200,000. And so it goes beyond probably this level. And so we need to break it down to the minutest, bit, so that at the end of the day, the more protected or the more educated we are, the better we would be in a position to stop the hackers.
Nowadays, we talk about hacking every day, but from a different perspective, from the cyber criminal's perspective, why should I hack when I can recruit? I might as well get an insider, because the insider has legitimate access to the systems they're looking for, and it makes it even quicker and easier for them to get the kind of information they're looking for, as long as they've recruited. Now, when we look at insiders, we're probably looking at three main insiders. One being the careless insider, who basically has just made a mistake. They've opened the back door, and that has allowed a hack to happen. One of the things we really need to take seriously is we need to ensure that there is enough awareness, security awareness within an organization. Let people be more aware of what is out there, what things they shouldn't be doing. Clear cut. And the process starts from day one, when you start putting an advert in the newspaper to say that I'm recruiting for this post. Everything should be stated straight away. There should be a proper recruitment process when we're taking on some people. Okay, and a proper background checks.
Information security, cyber security is a social issue, it's not a technical issue. And I think that is one perspective that managers management teams, owners of businesses must get into their heads, and that is the proper approach which people are not doing. Okay, so I, for instance, I'm not a hard technical person. I'm a governance framework, so I implement frameworks like ISO 27001, COVID, and things like that. And when you start from the top down, because if you're implementing a framework, you start from a top-down approach. The first step is to understand what you do. What do I do? I mean, I ride a bicycle, or I sell water online. Okay, you need to understand what you do. You need to understand your risks before you can start putting in controls. A lot of approaches which I've seen is a bottom-up approach, whereby because I have bought a couple of computers, then I need to secure those computers without even know what are the risks that I am faced with.
When I mentioned the digital solutions, which will enable acceptance of payments all over Ghana, this is the kind of solution that I was talking about, which is shown here. A two-dimensional QR code, which is able to capture the details of a merchant. So all you do with your smartphone, within the mobile banking app of your bank, you will see listed there to pay through Visa by scanning this QR code. And this transaction takes place in a matter of seconds. You're able to make payment. So imagine this as what will replace the conventional point of sale hardware device we see in hotels, supermarkets, restaurants. Just this, much cheaper. So it's even cheaper for individuals who formerly could not afford maybe a $300, a $400 terminal to have this as a way to accept payments. We want to share our experiences with other innovators. We want to collaborate with other developers as well, because people are coming up with creative and new ways to pay that the consumers that we want to equip or provide with seamless and secure ways to pay are embracing. So Visa is willing to collaborate with such persons through particularly our Visa developer platform.
My name is Joshua Akai, and I'm the e-commerce advisor for DHL Ghana. And we're here to speak on e-commerce and the growth of e-commerce altogether, the investments that DHL is making in e-commerce Ghana and Africa as a continent altogether. We have developed a few products as a company and as a business. We have tweaked our pricing to be able to suit the customers. We've tweaked our weight. We offer express delivery as well to our e-commerce clients. And the idea and the intention is to sort of be a part of the e-commerce growth in Ghana altogether. We realize that the growth cannot be without the logistics section. So we are being the pioneers and the front runners and making sure that we play a huge role in the growth of e-commerce Ghana. We realize that most of the business owners are not aware that what they have to offer is actually good business to the international world. We've had to consult with them, teach them, help them nurture their business and grow all together so that they can be stakeholders in the e-commerce growth globally.
My name is Alex Opon. I work for, I'm the principal consultant at E-Crime Bureau, which is a cybersecurity and investigations consulting firm. The event, very interesting actually. I think it's a very useful event. It's good to see people, all stakeholders within the e-commerce ecosystem or this industry come together, share ideas, make people aware of what's available and what services are available. E-Crime Bureau actually deals with, we assist companies, individuals with issues that they have related to cybersecurity. We do digital cyber forensic investigations. So for instance, if your systems have been hacked or someone's used a computer to commit a certain crime, we are the people that you call in to do the investigation, and we hold your hands and help you to gather the evidence so that you present it to the police, and then it goes to the courts and then it moves on. We also help in all of our organizations with things like financial crime. So the banks, we've got a lot of organizations that we assist them in different things like counterfeiting, documents, forgery documents, and a whole lot of things.
My name is Ciara Moore. I'm the team leader for Shop and Ship. Our company name is Aramex. And We are exhibitors for Expo 2017. So far the program is okay. Our product, we came to exhibit a shop and ship. Shop and ship is mostly for online shoppers. You buy something from online and then we deliver to you. When you register for $45, we'll give you addresses in 24 countries. And then wherever you want to buy from, just buy it over there and then we get it over here for you. So far the event is good. The patronage is not so bad. We are just here to create more awareness for our product, which is already in the market. I think last year was better than this year. The patronage and the organization and all, but the conference is cool.
My name is Rex Addo. I am the Business Development Manager for Spearhead Networks Limited. Spearhead Networks Limited is an IT security company. It's located in Tema, Committee 9 to be precise, in the Complex Millennium Building, first floor, rooms 1 to 4. You can find us there. This very event, I think, to me, I would say it's below expectation, and it's not really met my expectation at all compared to the other ones I have attended before. Spearhead is into IT security solutions. So as you can see on display here, we have displayed our IT security items, network security appliances, antivirus and content security, and data storage and encryption solutions. We also have other solutions that are up on the roll-up banners. We don't have them here because they are softwares. And in all, our product portfolio is over 60. Next year, I am expecting a bigger place and a better publicity, because I think where we have brought this year's exhibition is also a factor to why it has performed this way.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Jane Bediaku. Welcome to e-commerce 2017. Live at the Golden Tulip. We were there last year at Alisa Hotel. This year we are at Golden Tulip with e-commerce and then exhibition and summit. This is KazzGroup of companies. KazzGroup of companies is made up of security warehouse, global trackers and car alarm systems. If you can see here, we have all types of security systems here. For your homes, we have the video intercom. This is the outdoor unit. You press this and then it will come to the screen here. This is a standard video intercom, and then this is also a touch screen which has a memory in it. And so let's say you are not at home and someone comes to presses the bell, the screen captures the image of the person, and so when you come back you'll be able to play back to see who came to look for you or not. This is access control. That's the biometric access control for homes and offices. This is a 3-in-1. It's a fingerprint. You can use a card to open it, or you can use the code to open it. We have different types. We have our spy and hidden cameras. We have the pen, the wristwatch, amongst others. Then we have our smart Go solar CCTV. This system, it goes because it becomes invisible after installation. We are the only company with a smart Go solar CCTV, and so if you want your home to be protected, then come to Security Warehouse for all your security systems.
My name is Seth Audi. I work with Interpay Africa. I'm part of the sales team of the company. We are online payment processor. So if you have your business and you want to take your money from any other, from your customers, we give you the platform to do that conveniently through mobile money, through the credit cards or debit cards, also through banks, whichever medium you want it, so that it will be convenient for your customers to pay you your money. So that's basically what we do. And we know now we are trying to be cashless society, so we need some solutions like this to make things convenient for buyers.
My name is Ernest Asari. I work with Link Africa Consultants, and we are located at Tesano. Okay, I am the deployment manager of Link Africa here. It was slow from the beginning, but it's picking up. We deal with Ingenico products, which we have on the table here. We deal with point of sale devices, and we chiefly design them for the banks, so they intend give it to their merchants so that the customers can pay through them. But we have payment solutions that we design both off and on the POS for companies who want to use our services for payments. We are coming out with more services for the ports and the banking sector, and also for other companies. So expect us to come with this. We'll launch some services very soon.
My name is Joel Akomia, sales lead or sales manager for Chotro TV. Basically, we're an ad agency and we focus on installing digital televisions, a 19-inch screen in Chotros and coaches like VIP, STC, where we provide content, different types of content, music, comedy, news, to the general populace, and we place adverts for people to watch. So basically we're an ad agency. We've had a lot of inquiries from people who are interested in advertising on our platform. So the feedback has been very wonderful. We hope to give them very good packages for next year. Next year we are increasing the number of our fleets. Currently we have 100 buses, Chotro buses we're working with. We have 50 STC buses, and we are also rolling to VIP. So next year hopefully we should be targeting over 500 to 1,000 Chotros within Accra and also in Kumasi, and also increasing to other transport services as well, while we provide our data screens and also content and ads on them.